Happy Friday. It's Friday night. Sneaky M. Why am I sneaky? I think I'm like not sneaky at all. I've been sitting here for forever. Dancing. And I do not regret it. Alright, gang, we have 3 races tonight. And I am sitting in my library with 50% of my books, which is about 600 books, removed. And the couch is now in the exact middle of the room as the entry clerk paints my walls for me. They have been nasty red for 5 years. And by nasty, I mean I liked it when I started. But now they're kind of gross. And also, red's really angry in my heart right now. So we're changing them to be purple. Because who doesn't want purple walls? And the point of this, do you really not see me? I'm not hiding. I see me. Oh, why am I gray? Why am I gray? Online. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. It says I'm online. The point of this story is that it is pretty stinky in here with paint fumes. So, if I start calling crazy stuff, then it's like a spacey purple. I guess for those who know, I have a book coming out on June 1st, and the color is color matched to the book cover because I am a nerd. So we have 3 races tonight. We start out in San Diego for the Oceanside Classic, 1.25 miles for $1 million. And this race came up pretty tough on top, pretty light on the bottom. On the fence for Dennis Fouch is Swing for the Fence. Get it? 6-year-old son of I'll Show You is 6 for 24, just short of that $350,000 earnings threshold. Won a listed stake back in week 2. Number 2 is Kyber, and best wishes to Cleopatra, who is in the hospital right this very now after falling off a horse or something like that. So not too happy about that on her behalf. So might want to send her some well wishes. She's really hoping this horse will win. The son of Mace won the Baltimore Classic, Baltimore Classic 2 years ago. Baltimore Crown. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Coming off a win in the Lawrence of Arabia Stakes over this 1.25 mile distance. Last year, won a pair of 1.25 mile races in a row before running 8th in the Stewards Cup. Number 3, Light Fate for Emily Mitchell. This is a very frustrating animal because he is not being campaigned with, what's the word I'm looking? Consistency in mind. His ratings are actually very, very, very good. He is a very highly rated horse. However, his record is 16, 4, 7, 2, 5, and then 10. He was 3rd last out in a grade 1 behind I'm the Real Deal. Number 4, Lightning Crashes for Laura Ferguson. Such a well-campaigned horse. Has won 3 in a row and 6 of his last 7 starts. 3 of those were grade 1 races. 16 for 27 lifetime, just short of $4 million earned on the son of Light Song. Number 5, another Mace. So we have 2 Light Songs in here, and we have 2 Maces. This one's owned by Evangelist Marinis. Serenity Sky bred this one, 3 for 17 lifetime, won an allowance back in week 5. Rounding out the field, last year's Louisville Derby winner. This is Ichabod Crane / Icky for Eileen Sarah, son of Duke of Edinburgh, who is apparently pensioning. And get your final Duke of Edinburghs now. 6 for 15 lifetime, $7 million earned. He was, I believe, the favorite in the Louisville Classic. Last out, finished 3rd. Beaten a head and a nose. We all know he loves this distance. The start before that, he won the Desert World Cup. That is your field for the Oceanside Classic. Oh, hey, it's post time. Did you guys bet and stuff? You know what's really interesting about this race is that there are 3 horses that like to run in mid-pack, including Lightning Crashes, whose fastest speed figure is a 103. Then you have 2 speed horses and a closer. I would say that makes the pace in this race likely to be moderate. If I were to have a pace predictor that would tell me these kinds of things, that is what it is currently predicting. Betting pool closed at $6,500. They're in the gate. They're off in the Oceanside Classic. Another mace stumbled. Kyber was 1 step slow. And there he goes from the outside. It's Ichabod Crane, who quickly opens up here, and no one's going to go with him early. Light Fate takes back 2nd, and then Kyber. Lightning Crashes is on the outside. He's in 4th, and Swing for the Fence is on the fence, and another mace is at the back of the field. They run down the stretch the first time, and under the wire with 1 mile left to go. Ichabod Crane, he leads by 2. Over Light Fate tracking in 2nd, and then comes Kyber 3rd, with Lightning Crashes just to his outside. Those 2 are running together. 2 back to Swing for the Fence, and another 2 to another mace as they round that clubhouse turn to the backstretch, and Ichabod Crane has opened up out here. He's 5 lengths clear of Light Fate in 2nd, a length back to Lightning Crashes 3rd. He's gotten ahead of Kyber, who drops back 4th. 2 to Swing for the Fence, and another mace would have to make up 13 lengths to win this one. And they're coming to the half-mile pole led by Ichabod Crane. He's still 4 clear. Lightning Crashes the first to pounce. He's coming on now as Light Fate drops back. Kyber is now back up into 3rd. Then come the long shots, Swing for the Fence, and another mace as they round to the top of the stretch. A 1/4 mile left to go, and Ichabod Crane is leading by 2. Lightning Crashes trying to get to him, coming on quickly. Kyber's there too. They're now 3 across the track, and they're 6 lengths clear. It is Ichabod Crane trying to get to the wire first. Lightning Crashes coming at him. Ichabod Crane holds on by a neck. Lightning Crashes 2nd, Kyber 3rd. They were 3 across the track. 6 lengths back to another mace, Swing for the Fence, and Light Fate. The official winner is Ichabod Crane, a 4-year-old black colt by Duke of Edinburgh out of Hella Gazella by Valley of Fire. A homebred for Elaine Sarah, who is now 7 for 16 a lifetime. He is truly special. Next up, we have the Midsummer Oaks. And we have a field of 8. I do believe this is the biggest field we'll have tonight. On the fence for Fleas and Hamiltonian is Night Stormblush Z. The daughter of Valley of Fire is 2 for 9 lifetime. She has not won since week 4 of this year when she took a non-winners of 2, coming off an 8th place finish in the Forever Risk Stakes. Number 2 is the first of the 2 Danny Derby horses, and this is Hecky Almo, your winner of the Stewards Cup Juvenile Fillies last year. She's coming off a victory in the Toronto Oaks over a mile and an eighth. She is by Master of Deception. Number 3, Boudin Noir for Chris Barber. A steward bred by Eddie Stone. She costs $2 million. She is 2 for 9 lifetime. I'm assuming Chris would like her to step up a little bit. Her last victory was a non-winners of 3. She's still seeking her first stakes win, but she is dual grade 1 placed. Number 4 for Jack Meyer is Graveyard Symphony. The daughter of Pride Rock is just 2 for 6 lifetime. Very lightly raced here. She was 3rd, beaten a neck and a length in the Louisville Oaks. Number 5, Doubles Out for John Exet. The daughter of Some Devil is 2 for 8 lifetime. 2nd last out by a neck in the Grade 1 Z Princess Memorial. Number 6, the royally bred I'll Rely on Luck for Steven Saratoga. She won a Grade 1 as a 2-year-old, but has yet to win this year. 2nd in the Toronto Oaks last out. She is by Eddie Stone. Number 7 is your winner of that Z Princess Memorial, and this is Hecky Grace, the 2nd of the Danny Derby runners. This one's by Zist. 5 for 8 lifetime. She either wins or runs nowhere. Rounding out the field for Todd Lucas, the royally bred Costa. This is your winner of the Okibi Senshi Stakes last year. She's coming off a 2nd place effort in the Long Island Acorn behind Perchance, who I am really surprised is not in this field. Seems sketchy. Betting pool closes at $5,000. They're in the gate. They're off. One Step Slow, Hecky Almo, and Night Stormblush Z stumbled on the fence. From the outside, there goes Costa. Now Hecky Almo is rushed up. Night Stormblush Z and doubles out. Graveyard Symphony takes back Hecky Grace. Then I'll Rely on Luck and Boudin Noir is at the back of the field as they come under the wire the first time at the spa. And Hecky Almo leads a length over Costa. 2 back to Night Stormblush Z. Another 2 to doubles out. Graveyard Symphony and Hecky Grace. Then I'll Rely on Luck and Boudin Noir is at the back of the field. They're stringing out now, led by Hecky Almo, who sets a pace ahead of Costa. 3 back to Night Stormblush Z. Doubles out, 3 back to Graveyard Symphony. Hecky Grace would have to make up 7 to win it, and then I'll Rely on Luck, and Boudin Noir is another 4 lengths back. Just a half mile left to run in the $750,000 Midsummer Oaks, and Hecky Almo is now opened up by 4. Costa's still chasing. Here comes stablemate Hecky Grace. She's now up in a third. Doubles out, sitting in 4th. I'll Rely on Luck is making a big move too. Then Night Stormblush Z. Graveyard Symphony has dropped out. They're into the stretch, and Hecky Almo has to hold off the stablemate Hecky Grace, who's coming up now side by side. Costa's done. I'll Rely on Luck up into 3rd. Doubles out still 4th. It's Hecky Grace and Hecky Almo, and now Hecky Grace goes by the stablemate. Danny Derby's going to be 1-2 in the Midsummer Oaks. Hecky Grace will win it by 2, gear down. Hecky Almo 2nd. I'll Rely on Luck up for 3rd. Doubles out, and Costa. The official winner is Hecky Grace. A 3-year-old Bay Filly by Zist out of Alchemy by Dave Matthews Band. Homebred for Danny Derby, who is now 6 for 9 lifetime. As I said, she either wins or runs nowhere. Scrolling back up to see if anybody caught what I said earlier. Nope! Not that I could see. The final race tonight is the Midsummer Classic. We have a field of 6, and this is Freefall versus Emmet round, 4, 5? 4? Something like that. Those are the 2 big horses in here, but also we have Walk Through Fire, who has a very impeccable record. So let's go through them. On the fence, Father Jack for Eric Gray, homebred by All Ill With Want. 2 for 9 lifetime, coming off a win in the Grade 1 El Rival Decade Stakes. Number 2 is that Walk Through Fire for Aaron Sanderson, homebred by Riptide. He is 6 for 7 lifetime. The lone loss was when he was 5th in the Louisville Derby. He came back to win the King's Derby last out, and he skipped the rest of that Triple Crown to run here. Number 3 is your winner of the Louisville Derby. Sorry, I thought this horse won the Long Island Classic because I forgot Albatross existed. Where the heck is Albatross? Why isn't he in here? Anyway, Rebecca Rose Hepburn's homebred by Henry is 5 for 8 with 3 second-place finishes, including the Baltimore Crown and the Long Island Classic. Before that, he had won 4 in a row, including the Grade 1 Inglewood Futurity and Louisville Derby. Number 4, Storm Pulse Z for Fleason by Henry, 2 for 8 lifetime, was 2nd in the Silver Valor Stakes last out. That was over a mile and a 16th. Can he stretch out? Number 5 is Emmet for Sam Clearwater, 7 for 9 with a 2nd and a 3rd. 2nd in the Louisville Derby by less than a length. He defeated both Freefall and Albatross next out. Wow. Okay, I'm sure I knew that the top 3 were top 3 in all 3 races, but I forgot, so I am relearning that right now. And that is interesting. Before that, Emmet was undefeated. He won last year's Stewards Cup Juvenile. He won the Grade 1 Southern California Derby. The son of Eddie Stone is a homebred for Sam Clearwater. Rounding out the field, Denali for Laura Ferguson. This is a well-bred son of Duke of Edinburgh, coming off a win in the Grade 2 Fall Derby in Panama over this 1.25 mile distance. We have 5 minutes left to go before post time. You don't have to type about things. I just thought someone would be thinking it was cool, okay? So, what things can I tell you guys? We have so much stuff we've been working on. If you haven't seen the new homepage or the new Game Points page, check them out. They're really cool. all redesigned and looking fancy. If you haven't seen, we have auto renewal now. So if you go to the game points and you click on Superior, you can auto renew it, which means if you have the game points and you're about to run out, instead of scratching all your horses, it will auto renew for you. What else do we have? The new homepage you can see now. The new colors I can see, but you won't be able to see till next year. We have a really interesting horse analyzer coming. We're still playing with it right now. It's kind of cool, but it tells things that I don't think it should. I think you guys are going to like it. Obviously, there's the thing I mentioned earlier. And if you haven't bought game points recently, our whole game point system is redone. Not only can you use Stripe, Google Pay, Apple Pay, any of those things to buy game points now, not just PayPal. And it's actually better for us if you don't use PayPal, because turns out everything else has cheaper fees than PayPal. So this was a long overdue change for us. We now have a sliding scale for buying game points. So on game point and a half day, it's just game point and a half, right? Like that's just never going to change. But now you get bonus game points the more you spend. So if you spend $10, you get 11,000 game points, and so forth and so on. Obviously, it keeps going up. Yes, more game points for less money. Also, don't forget the game point and a half day is on May 5th, so that is coming up. Stock up for the summer, gang. 2 minutes to post. Honestly, if you guys are thinking about getting headshots right now, this is a great time. There are only 2 in the queue, 1 for each of the artists. Not to like throw Sarah under the bus, but Sarah probably wouldn't mind the work. Right, Sarah? Right? If you have a mixer stallion that you were thinking of getting the headshot for, we still have 2 weeks of the edge that are not populated right now for the mixers. Don't make us talk about broodmare sires, because we will. One minute to post. Make sure you get your bets in. Let's check the current odds, because I forget we can do that. Current odds. Freefall is even money, and Emmet is 2-1. And Denali is 4-1, down from 12-1 morning line. That is interesting. Okay, this pace predictor thing makes the odds bar look stupid. So that's gonna irritate me. We gotta fix this column, or this chart. All right, it's post time for the big one, the Midsummer Classic. Are you on Team Emmet, or Team Freefall, or Team the other horse, Walk Through Fire, or Denali? Apparently people like Denali. Seems like a Laura Ferguson thing to do. Upset this race. They're off in the $1 million Midsummer Classic. And it was a perfect beginning. Freefall absolutely gunning from the gate. Freefall quickly opens up 4 lengths on the field, now 5, and Freefall has a head of steam early. As he comes to the wire the first time, he's 5 lengths clear of Storm Pulse Z, and then comes Emmet tracking in third. Father Jack sits fourth on the fence, Walk Through Fire is alongside, and Denali is widest of all as they go sweeping around the clubhouse turn, and Freefall has opened up 8 lengths now. Freefall absolutely gunning out here over Storm Pulse Z. Then comes Emmet, who's sitting in third. Denali has a head on Walk Through Fire, and Father Jack would have to make up 15 lengths to win because Freefall runs down the backstretch 11 lengths clear in the Midsummer Classic. Freefall, the Derby winner, is running crazy out here. Storm Pulse Z now passed by Emmet, who's up into second. Denali then Walk Through Fire and Father Jack at the back of the field, and they're rounding the far turn. Freefall's lead is back down to 8. Emmet is coming on, closing quickly. Storm Pulse Z is 4 lengths behind. Denali Walk Through Fire drops back second last in Father Jack, and it's still Freefall down the stretch, but Emmet's coming at him with every stride. They're 7 lengths clear of Denali and Walk Through Fire. It's Freefall, he needs the wire. Emmet coming to him alongside. Freefall lunges a photo finish in the Midsummer Classic. They were 7 lengths clear of Denali, Walk Through Fire, Father Jack, and Storm Pulse Z. Honestly, at this point, I'm just torturing Rose by not saying the results since Sam's not in here. The official winner, by a nose, Freefall. He held on. If it had been 1 jump longer, he was doomed. He's a 3-year-old black colt by Henry out of One More Light by Warlike Me, a homebred for Rebecca Rose Hepburn, who is now 6 for 9 lifetime. And he goes over the $3 million earning mark. And we are now set up for a awesome Stewards Cup Classic where we get to see Freefall facing Ichabod Crane, and I assume I'm the Real Deal will play with them as well. It's been a pleasure. I will see you week 14 Friday in the morning, I do believe. Let me check my calendar really quickly. That is April 24th. Yeah, it should be fine. The breakfast show will be over, so that's when I should see you guys next. Sorry I did not do Chicago Million calls to this year. I didn't feel like it. Good night, farewell. I hope you had some fun. Do 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 do.